points in the game.
Entering main menu screen, play a friend is selected. Ultimate Road to the CFP. Ultimate Team Road to the CFP is selected. Entering DOS Hub screen home, you have 2 options. You have 3 options. Play game 7 is selected. Matchmaking 136 options. North Carolina, North Carolina. Louisville, LSU Tigers. Indiana Hoosiers. Illinois, Houston Cougars. Georgia, Florida Atlantic, Eastern Michigan, Florida Atlantic, Florida Gators. Colorado State, Colorado State, Tennessee Volunteers. Tampa, Sierra, South, Smooth Mustangs. Purdue, Ohio State Buckeyes. Searching for opponent, estimated wait time 10 seconds. Notification, PLADDD1 has joined the lobby.
Welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering play call screen.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle.
Coaching. Pause. You have 3 options. Depth. Entering depth chart screen. 1 row 59. AHP. Slot 1. WR. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 1. R. T. D. CP. FS. SS. FS. CP. Slot 2. Slot 1. Will. Mike. Will. Mike. Sam. Mike. Will.
Team and they stop him at the 21.
Coaching. Player. Error. Formation. Error. Option is opt. You off. Levels out.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Entering play call.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted in the first drive into the
Entering play call.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Choose the player to
and that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped after 2 after the big play in the passing game. Third down, a lot of times it comes necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You have 18 option formation. Prevent, goal line, 60 out.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Snap in the shotgun. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good.
Return left is selected.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tate.
Entering play call. Option. Normal Y. MTNA. RPO alert. Y stick. Doubles H. RPO alert. MTNA. Portland mesh. MTN drive. Inside zones. Power red. Winter. RPOs. X corner.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance and call for the false
categories.
start.
You have 15 options. X corner is selected. Zid.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Categories, there are 2 subcategories, option under, there are 2 categories.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Middle third.
On the run. It's Hemby. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
There are two
The
categories.
Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short.
Middle third.
From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
Throws for the tight end. Who got it? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Tate. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Knocked down for the tackle. Offense, quick tempo. Lost to throw again. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Recent, there are 8 categories. You have 9 options.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Selected. Ghost.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
You off trips WK. There are 18 categories.
Here comes the 2-point
options. Pabu is selected. Zid. Ghost. Wheel.
The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Give cushion. Middle third.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Middle third.
Wants to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point.
Options 5, 4, 2, return left is selected.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Empty and Buckeye flood.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Tate. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The play action fake. Got him downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll leave it with him. Showing off the arms. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Formation 5W from gun. Wing trips WK. There are 18 categories. You have 18 options, but sweep is selected.
They'll line up to go for two.
Post. Post.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
You have 9 options. All go is selected.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to.
Audible.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Formation 3. Option is set. Overflex. There are 2 categories.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Give cushion.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Prevent. 3 key. You have 3 options.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
Entering play call. You have 5 options.
The Buckeyes will boot away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 3 Sky.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Entering under
This shouldn't be a surprise to
match.
anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Rifles it down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Smith. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man, it's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field.
Slug go.
Making side adjustments here.
Hot routes. Zig.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Free fire.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
On the ground, it's Hemby. Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
Give cushion. Middle third. Middle third.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Peoples. Open space at the 25. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Might be changing the route.
Short cross.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Corner. Post seat.
Wants to throw. It's Sayet. Knocked away. Incomplete. And quarters get tied in the red zone.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Smashes selected.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Cover to contain.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Give cushion. Middle third. Give cushion. Middle third. Middle third.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
SSLB blitz.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8.
Give cushion.
Looking for space. It's Hemby. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Audible. Yes, sir. Back off.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And it's incomplete on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. A second big game-changing play in this football game.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Play call.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Categories, you have valve options.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Offense uses the timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to touchdown Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
Options, RPO sweep alert bubble is selected. Formation, there are 8 categories. There are 18 subcategories. Play, coach suggestions. Special teams, punt tight, there are 6 categories. Punt is selected. Field, clock, field goal.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th.
You have 5 options.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Cover one wall.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Give cushion.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Entering play clock.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. All alone as he catches it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So here comes our first play of overtime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they score first here in overtime. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
It's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Hook sweep, H, punch, duo. Trip swipe, trio HD double, RPO buck kick, wide zone. RPO alert bubble.
Aggressive decision here to go for 2 and try to really put some heat on.
Post. Short cross.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Interesting decision here as they'll go ahead and go for 2.
Post.
He wants to throw it. How about the guts, and then it pays off. The 2-point conversion and an 8-point lead in OT.
Entering play call. Overchi there. Cover 2. Mike SS. Cover to contain.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
James Matthews.
Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime.
Punt return, punt block, punt safe from a goal. 60 out.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Got it in, now they'll have to do it again with the 2-point conversion to tie.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Give cushion. Give cushion. Give cushion.
He's looking to throw. They did not get it. Denied on the 2-point conversion, and they'll lose it in overtime. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought